Yeah.
G'day folks, this is the Coffee Bush Kid in Central Vic. I'm back out where I played with the 15 by 12 Minelab coil the other day, and I'm doing a review this time on the 15-inch Coiltek coil. So they run on the Equinox series metal detectors. I'm going to first off go over where I did with the other coil, see if there's anything that I left in the ground. May not have swung over the same spot. I certainly wasn't gridding it properly. I know there's a lot of signals down there. As far as settings go, we are doing it as we did last time. I'm in field 1. I've got everything everything's notched out up to -1, so I just get that potential little bit more depth in the ground penetration. I've got my sensitivity at 24, and yeah, we'll just see how we go, see what we find, see what I think of it. Now, the thing I did find from last time when I ran the 12 by 5, I got some elbow issues, so straight away let's not muck around. They have got a little bit of weight to them, this coil. This one's, I think, 40 or 60 grams heavier than the 15 by 12, but that's fine. We've got the bungee cord. We'll whack that onto the Pro Swing 45 harness, and we'll go for a swing. We'll see what's still in the ground for us to find. Well, I've just gone down the other side of the little ruin on my way down to where I got most of the other stuff, and I got this. Oh, we're looking token. 3 or so bars down. That's nice. Let's we'll grab this. I think it's about there. So we'll take a big deep plug with it. Do the old bloody shovel dance as we do. There we go. I reckon it should be somewhere about there. So let's flip it. Oh, like that. Try and flip it over 1 foot and handedly. There we go. Right, let's see what it's telling us that it's there. Well, there's something. Oh, it's going to be a buddy buckle, isn't it? Yeah. But it's an old one. And it's still got the pin in it. So there we go. That's a nice shaped one. It's an oldie. They give a good signal. That's not bad for a first find. How I missed that previously, I don't know. But anyway, we found it this time with the 15-inch Coiltek coil. Certainly gets your heart going, doesn't it? Anyway, we'll keep going. Alright, well, it's starting to rain, but I've got this signal. It's sort of 17, 18, there'll be a 26 come up into it. Sort of just, there we go, look at that. It's interesting, and it's so many bars down. So this is why I've got the big coil on, to find those big targets. I'll switch you off, we'll dig it, and we'll see what we've got. Well, I dug down a reasonable way, but what I did get was a little piece of steel. But that's okay. You got to dig these things. You never know. Could have been a piece of steel and a silver. You just never know how it'll turn out. Anyway, we'll keep going. Well, I'm walking. I want to get to over there. There was a lot of stuff in the ground over there. But I'm walking down through here. I get a signal. It's a 12, 13. 1 bar down. So you go, yep, no worries. I'll find that with the pinpointer. I dig out that. It's still in the ground. No worries. Take another dig. Have a look at that. Now we can tell right now because of this T-shaped hole in the center, that is a belt buckle. That would be, oops, a lady's belt buckle. No, I was going to try what Mick does, but it's too it's too small, it's going to break. It's a really, really frail, flimsy one. But that, oh, no, I have done it. There we go. It may break. You can see here now, see this loop up there? That would have come down and joined onto there. Another piece for the centre. That is a very, very beautiful little buckle. It's been a while since I found a buckle. Well, I say it's been a while, I just found one before. I mean an intricate one like this. We'll carefully put that in the fines pouch. It may well probably snap through there. But cool little find anyway, with the 15-inch Coiltech coil. Let's keep going. Well, again, a 15-16. I thought a couple of bars down, got it with the pinpoint. I thought, yeah, look, I'll dig it. It'll be a shoddy pellet, a shoddy end. Not seeing too many shoddy ends with edges like that. What have we got? Oh, it's got something in there. There's been some fancy. It's fallen out. I reckon the rest of that's going to fall out very quickly too. Anyway, that's still a very cool little find. I'll carefully put that in the fines pouch. I won't bother doing any more with that. You can see we're playing in the rain. Wonder what that'll be. Anyway, we'll put that away and we'll keep going. Well, this is a good one. You can see the depth of my hole there that I've dug, size of my plug. In fact, you can see where the dig mark is there on the shovel. And I've still got 1312. Probably a button, could be a bit of brass work, but it is still down in the bottom of that hole. So yeah. Wow. It's still deeper. Now take some more out. We'll be back with you soon. Well, I hope you can see what I'm muddy in. I was out with my pin pointing. So yeah, I've got this great big deep hole. Oh, it's still there, it's still there. It was in the side. And look at what it was. Bloody old mate suspender buckle. The bugger. Anyway, yep, she still works. Good thing it does. It's one of the ones with the big flangey bits there on the side. Unusual design. Anyway, I need to fill a hole in and then we'll keep going. It's wet. It's going to be wet for the rest of the time, I reckon, but I'm already wet now, so it doesn't matter. We'll keep going. Well, this is day 2 of my trial. Yesterday I got eventually rained out. See all this ground here? Been quite a few dwellings here. It's a house site just there. Goes over into the next lot. This is absolutely top grade ground to run a coil like that on. Now the last time Petey and I were out here, somewhere around here, he actually got a bloody token at about 12 inches. So, and that was using the 11-inch coil. So we've got the setting. I'm not changing the settings. We are going for deep coins. There have been hundreds of coins got off this place. Pete's got multiple minis. He met a guy that reckoned he had hundreds. I've probably got 50 over the time. They're getting few and far between, but I'm hoping that with that 15-inch coil there, we will be able to get down and get the last of them that are sort of hanging around the bottom. But anyway, enough yabbering. We will get on and see what we can find. Hopefully we don't scare the sheep too much. Down here I've got a 13, 14, 15 signal. Said it was 3 bars, it's not. But that's what we've got. In fact, there we go. Lying in position there. Little 4-hole button. Oh, look at that. As the shovel's about to fall on me, actually let's even do that. Now that's on the back of the button. I reckon I've had one of these before. And you'll go, hey kid, with the nearly 2,000 buttons, how do you remember that you've got that? You could ask the lovely lady Vivian about that. She reckons I'll never forget anything, unless there's something I've forgotten, which I don't remember at all. But this is an interesting little button. I don't get too many with that piece of fancy on the back. We'll give it a little quick clean up. It deserves that. And we'll see if there's any writing on the front. We are back, and there's enough bloody letters to be able to make it so tantalising. Just Nelpus. I'm sure that's probably not it. Anyway, there's the back with all the fleur-de-lis in the corner of the square. Nice little button. Anyway, we'll keep going. I've been finding it a bit hard because there's so many targets in the ground. There's lots of lead, zinc, tin, rubbish everywhere. And then out in here, which is where this thing should be in its absolute element, you get this. Look at those numbers. And just in that spot. Oh. Coin spill. Who knows? You know, there's only going to be one way to find out. And that is with the trusty old post hole shovel. Let's do that one-handed bloody shovel dance. Oh, it's a great tune. You know, let's really fantasize here. Yeah, there's a 25, there's a 26, there's 27. Oh yeah, there's silver. There's a 31, 32. Oh, we're looking at tokens. This could be my half crown, who knows? So let's try and get this bloody thing out. Yeah. Oh, there we go, plug's out. Let's see what we've got. Is it in the plug? Maybe. That's in the ground. Oh, this has got to be a coin after all this. Right in the middle. That's actually not quite coin-like. Looks like a light fitting actually. No, even more than that. That's actually part of a pulley for a window. Beautiful bit of brass. You got to say that's not bad bloody pinpointing and digging in the centre of the hole. But yeah, that's what it is. That's a big brass pulley for a double hung window. You can, should be around just in there. There'll be little grooves. Can't really see it at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that'll be what it is. Big piece of brass. You know, that was a good depth. Oh, what are we going to say, 5 inches or so? Thumping great signal. Could have been a bit better, but you know, for what I've been digging up a lot of steel actually that I haven't bothered to show you. So this isn't a bad find all up. And we will keep going. Well, I got a 1314 signal just down there. And that is what we've got. Let's do that. This is one of my favourite plain buttons. That bloody pattern on it is just beautiful. Well, I think so anyway. Nothing much on the back, just a little 4-holer. But for a plain button, it's a little bit fancy. Quite like them. Anyway, we'll keep going. Well, I'm on the, there you go, Man from Snowy River stuff. There's my coffee bush up there. Sorry about the wind. 18, 19 in the hole with the 15-inch coil. Yeah, cool. You know, whilst it's not a deep hole, I am covering ground, so that's the good part. The multiple signals under the coil is giving me bloody grief, but anyway, can anyone see what I'm looking at? What have I found? What have I found? I know what it is, but I'm a little bit excited on this one because I've not had one that shape. I'm hoping that's got a number in it, because that is a watch winder. It might have the name of someone who sells the watch. I don't know, we'll clean it up, but that is one of the best watch winders I have ever found. You get the round ones, sometimes you get them solid with a number. In fact, I'm not even sure whether I've got one. But this could well have the name of the distributor or the maker of the watch. And we are going to find out what it is. Right, I am on low battery mode, folks. W. Emsley, Castlemaine. I've heard about these, I've never seen one. And what was he? He was a watchmaker and seller. That's brilliant. And this little top piece even still turns. That I can tell you, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, that is going straight home to the pool room. That is an absolute brilliant find. Very, very wrapped with that. I probably wouldn't be out here if it wasn't, there we go, for testing that. So that's brilliant. Very, very happy. We'll see what happens. Low battery. Well, here we are, and we are back out on our beach side. So hopefully the wind's not too bad. The tide is low. You see these, you might not be able to. Let's try it this way. See these grooves in the sand? This is where boats pull up, because the boat ramp is just right there. So we'll have a skirt around here. People will have swum here, things will have dropped out of boats. That's my theory. And we've got, if I walk backwards to protect you from the wind, we've got a 15-inch coil to cover ground and see what we can get. So I will be putting it into beach settings, beach 1, and yep, that'll be about it. We'll give her a go, see what happens. Well, all I've been digging is bottle tops and pull tabs. You can see all the dark spots there. And then, how do I get this? Well, if that doesn't bloody grab your attention, we've got to know what it is. Will it be something good? Will it just be something aluminium? Who knows? It's out. Let's change numbers. Oh, I reckon I know what it is. And it's about the right size for it. Have we just found ourselves a 2-cent piece? I reckon we have. There. Yep, there we go. There's a young Elizabeth. Oops. So, yep, I can see the 2 and the frilled neck lizard. There we go. We got a coin. Woohoo! We are rolling in it today. Since all I've got is bloody pull tabs except for that 2-cent piece. Now I've dropped my bloody detector. Now I've got this one. That's a screamer. Will it just be a piece of aluminium? It's just in there. Rightio. Is it a Jack Daniel's bottle top? Or is it that thing? What's that thing? That's a piece of manky. That would manky old. Actually, that would be a piece of propeller. I'm by the boat ramp. There it is, all the way down there. I reckon that would be the bottom end of a propeller. Anyway, we'll keep going. All right, I won't forget you. Look at this one. That's a fair signal. Don't know what it is. Could be a can. I don't know. Could be a bloody big sinker. Much like that one. Geez, that's been down there for a very long time. Look at how much it's corroded. Alright, that'll be what that one is. But you didn't miss out. That's potentially a good thing. Maybe, I don't know. I'm heading back to the ute. I've come up off the sand. I'm just walking along this area, see if I can score myself something. I've dug a plug. Was it 23, 24? Yep. Look at that. We've got a 1 cent. So we have 3 cents for our outing so far. I've still got to get my way back to the ute. It doesn't look like I'm going to get much jewellery. Might be lucky if I get a silver. That could be the saving grace. But anyway, we will keep going. I'm just down in there. I got a 26, 27 signal. And I got that. And I'm just going, no, it can't be the bloody end of a popper of a bloody study thing on your clothes. Fortunately, it wasn't. Look at that, a mighty, where are we? Look there. A mighty 2 cent piece did come to the rescue. That's made it 5 cents over this side of the res. So we equal what we got over the other side. Just took more coins. But that's okay. We found them. Alrighty, well, we're going to do the wrap up now of the Coiltech 15-inch round coil. Well, actually, what did we find with it today here at the beach? Well, look at all that. I was busy. We got big cans. There's the last signal we got. That was a ripper. I've got that, which was out of something. A couple of bloody tins of, I don't know whether they're pet food for Burley or whether they're bloody just 2 fruits or whatever. Got a couple of sinkers, bottom of a prop that I reckon, and the stars of the show. It's pretty bloody bad when 5 cents is the star of the show, but anyway, we did get coins. Picked up some plastic too while I was here. So, what do I think about the coil? It's a good coil. As big coils are, they have a little bit of weight to them, which is why I went with the bungee cord. So this time round, elbow was fine, but I did keep swapping arms, and I had that bungee strap to help too. It is a good coil, gets a lot of signals under it. Really, really good in areas, nice and flat, wide open spaces. You can cover that 15 inches in one swing. If you did your half lap, you're doing 7.5 inches at a time. Bloody brilliant. There's not too many signals in the ground. By gee, you pick up the ones that are there, as we found with that big brass piece. Yeah, it is a good coil. It doesn't suit my style of hunting. I got up in the coffee bush a little bit, which I didn't film, and I was getting snagged on stuff, but that was only because I was where I was. On the beaches, open fields, I don't reckon you could go too far wrong with one of these. It is a very, very good coil. So if that suited your style of hunting, by geez, you should be putting one of them in on the end of your shaft. Get yourself a coil enlargement. And so yeah, anyway, that's about it. It is a good coil in the situations that are good for it. So as I said, wide open areas, not much vegetation, wide bushes. Parklands would be good too if that's how you wanted to run with it. I know many of my mates have them. Gary from Detecting Oz and Paul Cointector, they all run with these bloody big things and they love them. They find some bloody good stuff too. Anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting. Remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. And we'll catch you next time.